my office all the time. My doctor says my pain will never go away. My doctor says I'm going to be like this forever. And yet, when we restore the function to the body, we actually see these symptoms go away. So exercise is one of the things, and now we have the Fitbit and things like that where we could track. They're saying 10,000 steps a day and will give you a lot of movement that will help keep the body going. We also have things like vibrational machines that you could get on standing, and it would literally shake your body. And that has been found to be good because what it does, it shakes everything, all your organs and your entire body. We also have trampolines, the mini trampolines or the rebounders, where it is found that if you could get on there and jump, it will help also your metabolic processes and your functions of your body. So those are similar, very simple things that you could do at home. I got also a little board that twists. So you stand on it, it's kind of like curved a little bit, and then you put the curved part where it touches the ground, and you stand on the ends and you kind of twist, because they found that the twist, like for instance, Zumba uses a lot of the lower body. The lower body tends to take the brunt of the weight, whether we are sitting or we are standing. So if you're in an office or sitting at the desk, or even when you were home, you're laying, you're propped up, you're watching TV, whatever, then the lower body will take most of it. So then you will start having pain or dysfunction. So I've had people calling me already, when are you coming back to work? I have back pain, I have hip pain, I have sciatic pain, whatever. So twisting has been found to actually loosen up some muscles that will contribute to pain. For instance, specifically, it is the obliques, the muscles and the abdominal muscles that crisscross in the abdomen to hold the organs in. Well, those allow you to twist your body. So you have the internal and you have the external obliques. The internal obliques go from the pelvic area and go into the rib cage. It's inserted into the rib cage. The external goes from the rib cage and it inserts into the pelvic area. So what's curious about that? Why do you need to know that? The thing is that where a muscle comes from, it stabilizes, means it holds that body part in place so that it doesn't move. And where it inserts is where it moves. So when I was developing my technique, the biggest obstacle I face is, what does the obliques really do? How does it contribute to pain? And they told us that the muscles, when they move, they literally, they move the joints, they attach to the joints, they insert into the joints, and they come from the joint. So you don't have joint per se. This was all muscular area, so I couldn't figure out what was going. So I was having people come in with one hip higher, one hip lower, one leg longer, one leg shorter, that kind of stuff, and they were exhibiting pain. So through the process of working one body at a time, and interestingly, the clients that I had in a week pretty much would all come in with the same issue that week. And not that they talk to each other, it's just that they would come in with that same issue. Next week I would have a different issue, but it would always the same issue. So each person coming in with the same issue. So basically, when I looked at the obliques, I'm like, okay, if we start, and I learned abdominal work from my mother. It's an Indian cultural thing. So I learned abdominal work. So I started working the abdominals, and I found that pain was able to go away for longer periods, probably permanently, by loosening up that abdominal area, oblique area. So twisting and things like Zumba actually cause you to move the hips, so that when you move the hips, you're activating the attachment sites of the obliques, and that's what causes a lot of pain relief, going from the hip, even the shoulder, to the leg. The woman with the migraine, I had talked about her in my previous podcast, but she had the migraine, and she mentioned that she wasn't able to eat anything. She was vomiting everything. So I told her that muscles can actually cause migraine, and she didn't really know that because she comes from a medical background. She's a nurse, and basically when you have migraine, you're taught that you get a pill, and you take that pill, and you take that pill forever. But anyway, so when I talked to her, I actually had her reach up to the doorway as high as she can, keeping her feet on the floor. And what happened when she did it like 10 times each side to just get it stretched out. And when she was done, she had no pain no migraine pain. Well, how does that work? It works because your lats, which is the biggest muscle of the back, comes from the hip. The origination comes from the hip, which means it stabilizes the hip, and it actually inserts into your shoulder, which means that it moves the shoulder. If you're sitting a lot and the low back gets tight, the lats insertion or origination is going to be affected, and therefore if it's affected, what it's going to do is going to pull on the attachment site in the shoulder. So therefore you're going to have restricted blood flow, you're going to have um, things going up, blood flow into the head, you're going to have your shoulders tight. And basically what I found is that migraine headaches, a lot of them with a muscular origination, restricts the blood flow into the head because the muscles are so tight that the blood flow cannot flow properly. And you have a muscle that goes, or artery that goes up into the head coming from the neck, and it makes like a 90-degree turn. So again, if the muscles are shortened and tight, that artery is not going to function properly, so you're going to end up losing the blood flow and blood supply. So once we could get the muscles loosened up, we could literally get the migraine headache to go, and then because you're getting more blood to the head. So she found instant relief. And then the other thing that she told me was that her neck curve was straightening out. So she had military neck. That's the term that the chiropractors use. And so after we were talking for probably about half an hour, so after we started talking and they continued the conversation, she said to me, I'm starting to feel something in my low back. So okay, so my explanation was this. Your neck curve and your low back curve is the same direction. The chest curve and the hip curve is in the same direction. So you have concave and convex curves. So the neck curve curves to the front and the lower back curves to the front. They actually balance each other on the spine. So if the neck is off, it's going to cause the low back to hurt or to be uncomfortable. So basically what I did next was give her a movement that she could do laying down that would correct the low back and give her some more flexibility. So at the end of the conversation, she literally had no pain at all, not in her low back, not in her neck, and not in her head. It's been probably a couple of weeks now that we've done this, and I check in with her from time to time to see how she's doing. She's continuing to do the exercises I give her and continuing to find relief. In fact, she hasn't had any migraine headaches since then. Now, I'm still kind of holding out the question there with respect to that, because sometimes a migraine headache may not come until you see a period, or, it's once a month, or if you did something, spectacular. Some people don't get migraines every day, but some do. I've had one client that gets it at least 3 to 4 times a week, and she was able to go 2 weeks after a session with me, 2 weeks without a migraine headache. So working with people's pain has been a passion of mine. I'm excited about it, and learning how the nutrients and the nutrition connects with how our body functions was very, very eye-opening for me. And it wanted me to keep following. I even asked Dr. Wallach if I should become a biochemist, because the chemistry of the body is very important. How we function, the diseases we have, the sweat that we release, the odors that we have in the body when we detox and things like that. It all has to do with chemistry of the body. And he says, no, he said, you just learn from me. You read my books and ask questions, and you'll be able to get the answers you want. And that's the way I've been helping people, my clients. So this is what I offer to you, my clients. I have a free health evaluation questionnaire that you can get. Just email me or message me and say, I want that health evaluation. What that health evaluation will do, it was created by Dr. Wallach. It tests 4 major areas that we get disease: the hard tissue, soft tissue, the bone, the skeleton, and also the blood sugar, the digestive system, and the blood. Well, that comes with the blood sugar. So your skeletal system, your soft tissue, your digestive system, and your hard tissue. So when you fill that out, it has probably about 100 questions in it, 10 question each session, and it will give you a report as soon as you hit submit. Then we could talk about that report. What does that mean? What does the numbers mean? What do you have to do? But it would also give you recommendation, his recommendation, as to what you need to do in order to get those numbers to zero, so that you will be as healthy as possible. And by the way, so that you know, you could research Dr. Joel Wallach. He is a Nobel Peace Prize nominee for his work in nutrition. He's written 12 or 13 books. He's been teaching Dead Doctors Don't Lie for over 45 years. He used to be a vet, animal doctor before, and he found the same diseases in animals as he found in people. And he started, well, people said he will treat you like a dog, but he will get rid of your problems. So basically, he teaches us you have to take supplements per your body weight. It's the same thing the vet tell you about your dog. So why would you give your animals according to your body weight but not give your body? So buying a multivitamin does not give you enough of each nutrient for your body weight. That's why we still have diseases, even though supposedly we take supplements. So if you want more information, please, you can email me at toddyjadoo, TODDYJADOO @gmail.com, or you can reach us out to Society Bites Radio, and we will get back to you as soon as we can. As we will get back to you, really get back to you, and give you the answers that you need. So go ahead and reach out to us, and let's see if we could give you the free health evaluation, if we could give you any information that you need to go. You could go online to YouTube, and you could literally get as much information that you have. And Dr. Wallach is about 82 right now, and he's actually still going around the country when we're not in lockdown, teaching people about their health, their nutrition, how to get rid of diseases. And now he's found Facebook Live, and he's so excited because he could sit in a chair and he could do a Facebook Live, and you can tune in and you can listen to what he has to say. I actually love listening to him because he's taught me so much about my health and how to help other people. In fact, I'm at the process. I already have a health coaching certificate, but I'm in the process of actually getting one with Dr. Wallace's information and from his company, so that in 8 weeks, I will be a certified health coach from his company. And I want to use that. I want to be able to I do one-on-one coaching already, and I want to be able to share information with people, you, my friends, my fans, my customers, my clients, that you need to have, so that you can know what you could do with your body. I am living proof that this man knows what he's talking about. My health has greatly improved since then. And the next time we talk, I'm going to talk about heart attacks and what we can do for that. So thank you again for joining us on this Jadoo Lifestyle podcast, where you can have a life and live it. We talk a little bit about different aspects of your life that you could take your health, wealth. We talk about things you can do to make your life simple, to save you time, to optimize your day, so that as a business owner, you can actually go out there and do what you're passionate about. So thank you again, and join us for another episode of Jadoo Lifestyle. We look forward to seeing you, hearing from you.